All right, we move on now to our education beat. We want to turn back now to Measure EE, which was defeated in yesterday's special election in LA County. Joining us this morning to discuss the outcome is Jenny Hontz, parent and spokeswoman for a local organization called Speak Up. Good morning, and thank you so much for being here. One of the things we've been talking about this morning, you know, as the results have come back in, was about the low voter turnout. Just over 300,000 people, you know, got to the polls, and it almost seems a little bit like, you know, it was 5 months ago, so was it just like out of sight, out of mind? So what's your perspective? What do you think went wrong here?
Yeah, you know, 80% of the public supported the teachers on the picket line during the strike, but when it came time to pay for the promises made to the teachers to settle the strike, the voters really just did not show up and support this measure. And I think it's, you know, it's really a sad day for the kids of Los Angeles.
Well, I think there was a lack of trust, Jenny, don't you think? I mean, they weren't convinced that giving all this extra funding, $500 million a year, would actually go to the classroom. They were worried, apparently, the opposition campaign, that this might go to, you know, the pensions and to the health care costs.
I think it's a huge problem, you know, and the unions didn't help.
The language.
They didn't, and they actually took out a provision that said that the money had to go to the kids, and they actually took out a provision that said it couldn't go to pensions and health care. So I think that eroded the trust of the public that this would actually go to the kids and the teachers who are working in the classroom. And I think, you know, the message during the strike also was that LAUSD had this huge $2 billion reserve.
Use that.
They had the money. Yeah. So then the public is thinking, well, wait a minute, why should we show up and have to pay more? Unfortunately, that isn't really true. We have this huge fiscal crisis, and the money runs out in 3 years.
Well,
so
they demonized you know, the superintendent Buettner for, you know, saying the surplus is not available. So we've been talking all morning. Now what? There's Prop 13. There's the county takeover potentially. There's the surplus in the state. What do you think is the answer here moving forward?
Well, we're going to see some cuts for sure. And, you know, the LAUSD has to present a budget to the county by the end of June that shows a balanced budget for the next 3 years. Right now, the budget shows that without EE, they fall $750 million in the hole. So we're going to have to see some cuts presented. We will try again for more revenue next year. We're going to see an effort to reform Prop 13, split roll for commercial property owners. Homeowners will still be protected. But I think the voters are really sending the message that they want to see LAUSD reform its spending, and they want to see LAUSD do a better job serving kids. Right now, low-income kids of color are not being well served in the district. Fewer than half of the kids who graduate are eligible to even apply to a four-year college. So I think the voters are saying, we need to see you do a better job for kids. We need to make sure the money is going to go to the kids in the classroom, and we need you to reform your spending. Specifically, you know, these health care costs, there's an $11 billion retiree health care liability. 30% of the budget right now goes to retiree pensions and health care. Within 10 years, it's half the budget.
See, and that's the thing. It's the trust factor that we've been talking about. People feeling like, I trust the teachers, I want to support the teachers, but I don't know that I trust the district, right?
And we're at a critical juncture. And so thank you for coming in to give us kind of a lay of the land. We'll be on this story as we have been here at Spectrum News 1 moving forward. So thank you very much.
We'll continue, as G said, to monitor developments here with the school district and to keep you updated. Stay with us. We'll be right back. This is the Beat on 1, Wednesday morning.